Alright guys, on Lake Erie, gonna walk you through how I run crawler harnesses for these fish. I make my own harnesses out of 25-pound fluorocarbon. It lasts forever and way better than the store-bought ones. I think this is like a number 5 size blade. Color doesn't really matter, but this is one of my go-tos, a little chartreuse, like anti-freeze color. As far as rigging them, it's not too serious, just through the head a little bit, and then straighten out your night crawler. Got this piece right here, and kind of just go like just below. Sometimes with the real jumbos, you gotta pinch it. So with this guy, I don't really have to pinch it. Maybe just an inch like that, so they don't bite the tail end and don't get the hook. So just like that. And this is a 1 ounce inline weight. That's all you need to run harnesses here. 1 ounce inline weight. What I'm gonna do, put it in the water. Make sure the crawler is nice and straight. And I'm gonna leave this one as my outside line. I don't have any lines out, so I'm gonna let out to 30 feet. So 30 feet of line. I'm going 1 mile an hour with the inline weight. 1 ounce inline weight, 1 mile an hour. It's a 2-to-1 line to depth ratio. So I'm letting out 30 feet. I'm gonna get around 15 feet down. That obviously depends on the waves and whether the boat's surging or not. But relatively speaking, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So 30 feet of line get me around 15 feet down. And say I wanna get 20 feet down, I'm gonna let out 40 feet of line. And offshore tackle planer board with the tattle flag system. I'm gonna let this board out, and you can put on the clicker, which is a little noisy and annoying. I just like to loosen the drag, and if you're fishing shallower water, you got to let it out slowly so the harness and weight doesn't sink to the bottom and drag, because you're just wasting a worm and your whole presentation at that point. So loosen the drag out, put it in the rod holder. I'm letting out the board now. I'm going to let it out 70 feet. We're only running 2 boards because fishing's been so good. We got our limit too. There's no point in getting chaotic with 6 lines. So I'm going to stop it at 100 feet. Like I said, letting it out slowly helps. So once we're at 100, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten down that drag. Always put it in the water, make sure it runs straight. It doesn't look goofy or anything. That looks good. This is gonna be my inside board, so my deepest line. So I'm letting out 40 feet of line, and that's gonna get me about 20 feet down. Again, 1 ounce inline weight. You can experiment with other weights, but I know at least with the 1 ounce that I can trust this ratio pretty well, and I know that the ratio 2-to-1 is going to get me down there relatively accurate. So again, I have this tension set pretty loose because we're trolling so slow, and I want that flag to go as soon as I get a bite. Oh, and we got had one on the outside. Still there maybe? Yeah. He's biting so super light. See that? Boom. Yep. Fish on. I'm just gonna let this board out a little bit more. Get it away from the boat. Oh. Fish on, guys. Again, I said fishing is so good that we also got our limit this morning, so there's really no point in using 6 lines, but with crawler harnesses you definitely can. It's a lot of work, especially with 2 guys in a tiller. We want to eliminate all the crazy work. So, but we've been doing good with just this. All right, my dad's gonna get the board. So this happened because I didn't let that board out all the way like I should have. I rushed this fish got an extra. But yeah, this was my fault because I wanted to get the fish.
Oh yeah. I'll get the net for you.
That fish got himself off that harness.
And that's the rod you just set out in the beginning.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Just 5 minutes earlier.
So you know they want it when they get that top hook. Oh, he just jugged it, man. Look at that. See, you guys, he jugged it. Barely nicked him in the gill. He's gonna be fine. But that's a beautiful 24-incher, and that's how to catch fish with crawler harnesses on Lake Erie. Straight back down. All right, let's get some more. All right, guys, show you how I store them. First off, I'll just start with the line. This is the line I use. This is 20 pound. For fishing in Canada, I use a little lighter, but I'd use 20 to 25. This is 20 pound. And then just have my multi-color bead box there. But all you need is pool noodles, man. They work fantastic. You just make a slot down there with a knife and I use a barrel swivel for the end, and I just put it in that slot there and just simply wrap them tight around, and they don't tangle, and it's a super effective way to store tons of them. So I just wrap it around tightly, and then lastly goes the treble hook, and boom, just like that, you got a super neat way to store them, and store a lot too, just in this deep Plano box. So yep, that's how I do it.